Hello there everybody tuning into the video. It's good to see you. Welcome back. Let's get right into our featured video content. No further delay, like usual. The subject that I'm going to be talking about currently is a little bit taboo. I'm going to tell you why in just a moment. So let's go to play online and show you what I'm talking about. Seeing is believing, and if there's evidence. And we're here on the lobby. Now there are people who's going to take heat for this because we don't know actually what's going on 100%. Now, who the business partners, who the entities are, who's affiliated, who's not, who's an associated personnel is really dependent upon each organization's formalities, their own policies, their own contractual agreements, their own networks, their own decision-making capabilities. But other than that, you know, their capacities for making these decisions to go and look at something like Xtmmo.net here. And this is why I'm going to take heat for this. So a lot of us don't want to get involved in the politics, but I'm just going to say something from a player base. I want people to actually use this channel and see that it's not just about taking risks, but speaking up for yourself, making you aware that like things like this or the means of which you can make more informed decisions, come to your own conclusions when you play a game, and to know what you're exactly getting involved in. So here I am. I'm not following trends. I'm not trying to go with what anybody else does. I don't look at another video and go repost this and reiterate it in my own context. This is something that I stumble upon, and if I feel it's new and something that's never been talked about, I try to bring it to your attention. I appreciate your understanding, staying tuned to the video. This will be brief, but it'll be insightful. If you don't know how this affects you, you may be thinking, I'm not going to play for rank. I'm just going to be like this, a player who's just going to play for fun and get far, and you could still be a good player no matter if you're starting out, you're just level 26. You could be the best player on the server regardless of your rank. But here's how it will affect you even if you don't have a subscription, you're not playing ranked, or you don't want to have the means of competitive. What'll happen is Xtmmo.net for 100 million gold here is going to be selling it for a very expensive price here. Players sell items on their market in game for 50 million or more, or hundreds of millions. These prices on this soliciting service is 24 hours a day. Bear with me, on every single server, no matter where you go. So this is affecting you indirectly in more than one way, because what's going to be happening is players are going to come into the game and affect the integrity of the market for buying and selling and trading in game. Then you'll have players that go from a level 1 or level 10 in the game, and 10 minutes later they're at level 100, and they're technically not the highest rank yet, but they've made an exponential leap into their level, and now can start gaining hero levels, which would be these blue numbers here. They could get to level 100 easily with somebody's help, somebody they pay for one of these online services. But this information, this traffic, on the other hand, how it pertains to you, is also the fact that you're gonna be affected connectivity wise, because this is a lot of traffic, and it leaves a lot of gateways open and such. So this not just only shows up as messages frequently enough to disrupt your own personal conversations, to lead to miscommunication, disagreements, people getting lost and not getting the help or being heard in game. There's also the fact that this will give you maybe ping or connectivity issues, or just end up leading to a glitch because of the gateways that's open for them to be able to link this all the time with bots. So there's a lot of activity on all the channels, all the servers that you go to. Right, so no matter where you are. And so this isn't a hypothetical analogy, this is actually something you should consider when you're playing the game. You can still, by all means, have nothing to really worry about in the sense of this affecting you if you chose not to get a subscription, play ranked to get a little bit more competitive. For the player versus player aspect of this, this isn't really the typical game. So how this game works is your storyline, your campaign's continual. There's not necessarily an end to this. They can update it, and you'll have a new level or an expansion to play with in the game, or still add extra features. but the sense of like you ranking up and how players achieve their items or how they're able to experience the game on their individual personal basis is what they're doing it for. But also it's just like some individuals don't have all the means and all the time to to spend a month or a week to level up. Like some people get the possibility of investing a few hours and getting the level 100 character or making an alternate character, but others don't have 3 to 5 hours, or they don't have a week to level up a couple characters with their jobs, responsibilities, and chores in life. So they might choose a service like this, and the sad thing is they're really overpaying. And the staff, as far as I know, Panic Arts Studios is not affiliated. They're not business partners with this entity here, this online service. So services like this may be not actually benefiting the maintenance of the servers or paying any of the people that enforce this game and actually endorse it or helping the community the way you think it would. And so they're just, their prices are unfair. Their items really aren't rare. I mean, customer items. They could say what they like, and depending on your perspective, I would say consider, just getting into the game, playing, and maybe if there's a forum or something and you feel this is of some pertinence, then you would bring this up maybe in a forum or chat that you might want to talk about with them one day. You can go to Discord forums, you could go to the website, you could submit a picture or a screenshot and go and game yourself, see that this is actually happening currently right now in this season. And this could have been going on for 5 years, a decade, I'm not sure. I haven't been playing for a decade, but I do have hundreds, if not thousands, of hours in this game, and I have hundreds of thousands of hours in other games. So this is not unusual to see, but this is, taking what players in the game come here to do, and they're kind of like exploiting us in another sense. We're the fans, we're the player base, but this is not fair. That we could get banned possibly for using their services, or that we'd want to rank up fairly with others, but they kind of like got an advantage to do so, or we're not actually gonna say that this is pay to win, but this isn't necessarily fair either in a technical aspect as Xtmmo.net. So maybe some implementations, we can implement something here, monetize it a little bit so that it's mutually beneficial for the parties involved, but I don't have to say so in that. Till the next time, I appreciate you tuning in for this video. Maybe I get to see you in Heroes Age in the future, and hopefully we'll have an update and some more video content in the very near future, posting within about the next 24 to 48 hours. And we'll continually leave a little bit of space before the post, not to disturb anybody's peace for the notifications. We won't post more than 1 or 2 videos a day. We try to post a few videos, 3 to 5 videos a week. And if you have any comments or suggestions, I look forward to hearing from you.